Hi there, I'm Marianne Page, and I am so happy that you've downloaded this little beauty because it has the potential to change your life. Seriously, it has the potential to transform your business, to get you to scale ready from where you are now. So, if you're an established entrepreneur and you're serious about systemizing your business for scale, then you want to watch this video. So this is your roadmap to scale ready. And it's a roadmap that's based on everything I learned over my long career with McDonald's and translated then for the successful small business. For the established entrepreneurs like you who are ready to scale. It's a roadmap that we take our clients along to build those robust foundations, to strengthen the core of their business and to get them to scale ready with the freedom from the day-to-day of their operation that comes with that. I bet you've tried loads of things to get your business to the point where it's really consistent, where your team are following the processes that you've taken months creating, where you can trust them to work to your high standard whether you're there or not. Because that's what you want, isn't it? You want to be free from the day-to-day of your business. And that freedom means that your systems are working, that your team know exactly what they're doing and how to do it. I built the roadmap to scale ready for you. Well, not exactly for you. I don't know you personally yet, but for the established entrepreneur who is feeling stuck, who's a slave to their business, who's firefighting every day, micromanaging the team. I want you to be able to see the wood for the trees, to have that one clear path to follow to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. And this is it. The first 3 steps on the roadmap look at building your foundations, really strong foundations, a base and a platform that everything else will be built on. And that starts with your mindset around systems. Do you see them as bureaucratic, as a waste of time, as something that you're going to do in addition to your day job? Or do you recognize that a system is just a simple, logical, and repeatable way of doing things? That systems only exist to make life easier? Yours, your team's, your customers. Your mindset around all of this stuff is absolutely key to being a success with it. Your next step is to build your customer experience system, to make yourself easy to do business with. It looks at your customer journey and the blocks and inefficiencies that are built into it, the hoops that you're making your team and your customers jump through. And it asks you to simplify your customer journey, to make it more straightforward, to make you easy to do business with. Once you have your customer experience system nailed, it's time to turn to your team building system. Your other major foundation, the cornerstone of your business, is your team, the team that you've built around you. It asks you to look at your team objectively and ask yourself, if I could rehire all of my team tomorrow based on what I know now, who would make the cut? Who have I settled for? Your team building system is all about your hiring system and your probation system. It's so important that you recognize whether you've hired people who share your values, who have the attitude you need, who are hungry to learn and develop, or whether you've settled for people who had the right CV, who interviewed well, who maybe just had a pulse. We want to know if you would rehire everyone in your team if you were given the chance. And if not, we want to help you to do something about that. Having a people plan that moves you towards the perfect team for you is so important. And that means having a really robust hiring system, having a probation system that properly tests people out. It means looking at the performance and potential of every one of your existing team and the dynamics of how they work together. The team you build around you is absolutely crucial to your success, and it makes everything that follows so much easier. So it's essential that every single person in your team deserves to be there. In phase 2, we build on those really strong foundations and move on to strengthen the core of your business. Step 4 is all about your team development system. We need a systemized way of training and developing your team. We want you to have a training map for every role in your business with how-to guides and videos for every task, and to store your training in a way that makes it easy for you and your team members to access. We want you to make sure that you have an effective feedback system so that you're never settling for anything less than your high standards. Your starting point is building the right team around you. Then you absolutely have to set them up for success by giving them proper systematic training and regular constructive feedback. It's something McDonald's is great at, training their people in their one right way to do every task. All of the most successful businesses, the most scalable businesses, have this one right way to do every task that every team member is trained to follow and then given feedback when they don't. That's the really crucial bit. McDonald's aren't consistent because they have systems. They're consistent and successful and scalable because everyone follows them. Your second essential step for building your strong core is developing your business rhythm, a regular and predictable pulse that comes from working to 12-month and 90-day goals that are communicated and followed up through 5 essential meetings in your business that engage and involve your team. I've had loads of discussions about the values of meetings in a business, and many business owners see them as a waste of time. But we've developed a structure, a purpose, and even an agenda for each of these essential meetings that ensures they deliver a real return for the business, as well as giving it the regular and consistent rhythm that's essential for scale. The third essential element of your core is then a systemized sales process. This isn't about giving you yet another sales and marketing strategy. That's absolutely not my expertise. This is about taking the way you currently do your marketing and selling and making it as predictable and consistent and reliable as possible. Just like every other system in your business, we're looking to make your sales system simple, logical, and repeatable, and we want to remove you from it to make it scalable. So what has our roadmap delivered so far? We've built really strong foundations of a great customer experience and a great team. We've then built a strong core made up of a system that takes that great team and develops them into a high-performing team by giving them everything they need to take ownership for their role. We've given them a strong, steady pulse and rhythm to work to, and we've systemized your sales to give an efficient and predictable way to bring revenue into the business. In phase 3, we put the finishing touches to our scale readiness and work on the 3 final essentials for sustained success and scalability. We could call these the wealth systems because they focus on turning great revenue into great profit and on looking after your wealth in terms of time freedom, personal growth and freedom of choice, and on sustaining all of this through continuous improvement. Step 7 in the first of our Scale Ready systems looks at your financial health with your money in and money out systems. All of our clients are established and successful entrepreneurs, most of them with significant 6- and 7-figure revenues. But when they first start working with us, some of them actually aren't making a profit, or the profit that they should be making. It's so important that you work on those essential systems that you need for financial efficiency, making sure that you've got the basics in place to keep your cash flow healthy before getting into the money that's going out of your business and making sure that every penny is working for you. Next, it's all about you. Every entrepreneur has 4 potential time vampires: their inbox, their team, an unfocused, unprioritized to-do list, and unproductive meetings. So this step is all about giving you strategies for dealing with each of those vampires so that you protect your time and free yourself to focus on what gets you in flow. The things you love to spend time on with the people you love to spend time with. This is the step we've been building to. By this point, it's time to give yourself permission to do whatever you want to do with confidence that the business is going to do just fine without you around. The final step on our Scale Ready roadmap is your continuous improvement cycle. It's to put the checks and strategies in place that make sure that this wasn't a do once and it's done exercise. You look at a business like McDonald's, look at the crises and the dramas they've been through, and look at how they've sustained their amazing growth and scale. It's built on an unwavering focus on continuous improvement. It's built into the DNA of the business and into the DNA of every employee, every team member. No one gets to stand still. It's all about that forward momentum generated by the relentless rhythm of the business. And there we have it. One clear path from frustrated firefighter to freedom from the day-to-day, from slave to your business to scale ready, giving you that freedom to choose whether to scale, grow, sell, or run your business from a beach somewhere if that's what you want to do. 9 simple, straightforward steps Not easy, because absolutely getting from A to B is going to take work, but the payoff at the end is well worth the effort. This stuff just works. Systems work. For big businesses like McDonald's who've turned scaling into an art form, and for the established small and medium-sized businesses that I work with, from beauty to hospitality, from manufacturing to finance and professional services, it works. It's worked for all of them, and it can work for you. The choice is yours. The fact that you're still watching this video tells me that you're at that fork in the road. Which path you choose to go down is going to determine where you're at this time next year. Are you going to be just as frustrated as you are now, maybe a little more stressed, having a few more relationship problems, missing out on events that are important to you, to your kids, to your family, to your friends? How long are you prepared to put up with that? Or are you going to sort this out once and for all and get to the point that you've wanted to be at all along, with a business that runs itself and the freedom of choice that that's going to give you? What you do with that freedom is then down to you. I'm a big believer in right for you right now. So I guess the question is it right for you right now? Have you finally got to the point where systemizing your business is the only option? Well, whether you're serious about this, whether you've made that decision, or you just want to talk things through, hit that big button below and book a time slot to have a conversation. Just a conversation where we'll talk through where you're at right now, where you want to get to, and the exact steps you need to take to systemize your business for scale. I don't charge for these strategy sessions, and there's a really good reason for that. Because while I understand that not everybody who comes on a call will sign up for the 7 Systems Builder, enough people will to make it worth my while. And in the meantime, everybody who comes on the call will get value for money and walk away with a strategy for systemizing their business for scale. So what have you got to lose? 45 minutes invested wisely that could transform your life and your business. So hit that big button below, book a time slot that suits you, and let's have that conversation. I look forward to talking to you very soon.